Welcome to Broad Street Realty and the home of Cruise Picks.
Happy holidays.
There you go. He's wearing his Christmas colors, I guess,
I
right?
guess it comes early.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice. No buys this week.
No more buys for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Until the
for what?
playoffs.
Right. So there's 32 games every week. I mean, 16 games every week now, right?
Yeah. Until week 17, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. This week, only one Thursday night game?
Yes?
Good, because I can't stand Thursday night. I don't want that on record, folks. All right, last week, Owen was the loser, 2-4. Jacob and I were both 4-2. We had a couple of over-unders last week, didn't we?
Yes, in which we both won by a point.
So we both were correct on the over-unders, and we were up only by 1 point, though. All right, good enough. We need to do a rehash of how we're doing for the year. Let's work on that spreadsheet, Jacob, okay? The marquee games. Owen, get your butt up here, man. Let's go. The marquee games, Raiders and Chiefs, Texans and Colts, Cowboys at Giants.
And I selected these games.
Jacob selected these games, and Jacob selected an over-under for the Cowboys at Giants game. Just out of interest, Jacob, what is the spread on that? Do you know?
It was Cowboys by, I think,
Three, I
three.
think.
All right,
So it
Owen
was
says
close.
by 3, so Cowboys by 3. That's interesting. All right, so let's start out with the marquee games. Raiders at Chiefs. Jacob, since you picked the game, do you have an opinion on the first game?
This is by far, it was really hard for me to pick the marquee games this week. It was
Okay.
not an easy week because there were a lot of good games, a lot of good records. But this game was a no-brainer.
Okay.
These two teams are really good. It's a battle for first place.
Yeah,
The Raiders are 10-2,
yeah,
and the Chiefs are 9-3.
okay.
And it's in Kansas City, a battle for two teams.
First play, who they play already?
They played once.
And?
The Chiefs won. They won, actually, it was actually the Raiders' worst game of the year.
What was the score of that game?
26-10.
Okay, interesting. So, what do you think?
Well, first of all, before I say anything, apparently Alex Smith has a really good record against the Raiders.
Okay,
The quarterback for the Chiefs, I think his record against the Raiders is 7-1, and that goes back when he was in San Francisco.
interesting. Okay,
So the Chiefs seemingly have the Raiders over now. I think the Chiefs are going to win the game, but knowing the Raiders, they've always been well known to be good on the road.
yeah,
They're
really?
5-0 this year on the road,
Okay,
and lost a road game yet. It's a very, I honestly thinking about this game, I think I'm going to go with 22-21 Chiefs. The Raiders cover.
Raiders cover. Owen, do you want to voice an opinion on that?
Yeah, it's obviously biggest game of the week. I know the Raiders are good on the road, and I was originally going to pick them to win this game, but I think the Chiefs at prime time at home, that's a really, really loud stadium, and they can eke out with the home field advantage. So I'll say 24-19 Chiefs.
24-19 Chiefs. So the Chiefs, though, have been
They've got a lot of lucky wins.
They've been winning with smoke and mirrors. Would either one of you would care to comment to me on the Raiders special teams? Because you all know how the Raiders.
Well, these two teams have both had lucky wins.
Chiefs won on a pick 2 last week.
I just think that the Chiefs cannot continue to have these things go on. I'm going to take the Raiders to cover.
It's interesting because the Chiefs started the season by coming back from a 21-point deficit.
I'm going to take the Raiders on the road. All right. I'll start
Go
the next
Raiders.
one. I'll start the next one. Texans 6-point underdogs at the Colts. Colts are looking very good.
Texans look like they've
Because they
fallen.
played the Jets.
The Jets
Colts
suck.
are looking good without the Jets. What's the Colts record?
6-6.
What is it over the last 3 weeks? What's the Colts record?
Well, they lost to the Steelers without Andrew Luck.
They're
Okay.
3-1 in the last 4 weeks.
Okay. I think the Colts are on the ascension. I'm going to take the favorite. I usually would go road dog, but in this case, I'm taking the Colts.
I would like to say I originally did not pick this, as I originally was not going to do this in marquee games, but seeing the fact that the Colts won and the Texans lost, this is a huge game for this division. This, like the Raiders-Chiefs, it's first place.
Okay, so what do you want?
Whoever wins this game will be first place. And 6 points does look a little bit high. Now, I will let you know, I have to say that Jets guarantee was really stupid. That Jets pick was, despite a good week, I thought that Jets pick
Goodness.
was
Yeah.
dumb.
Yes. Well,
Clearly, I was stupid to pick that.
yeah. Don't be stupid, Jacob. Give me your pick. Make it serious.
This, I think the Colts are going to win because they're seeming to have the momentum. Texans, I think, are going to be the second biggest collapse this year.
Okay.
And the Colts, it will be a good game.
What do you
Back
s-
and forth, but 6 points seems a little bit high. I'm going to do 27-24. No, that's on. 27-24 Colts, but Houston covers. Good game.
So Texans cover. Okay. Owen.
I pretty much agree completely. I think the Colts are the ascending team in the AFC South, and Texans are the descending team.
Right.
But I also think that 6 points is a little high, so I'm going to go 24-21 Colts.
Okay. So it's Texans cover. Colts win. All right. So well, whatever. I'm obviously different than you. All right. Over under, Jacob. You picked an over under. We got Mark Strauss in there. He wants to come on in, Mark. Mark's gonna be the cameraman. Have a seat, Mark, and watch the game, or you might even come on and say hello. But
Alright.
Cowboys and Giants, Jacob.
What's up,
This
guys?
is I maybe was almost thinking of taking this marquee game out, but these are two good teams. 11-1 Giants. It's the top seller of the NFC East.
Yeah.
It's no longer least.
Yeah.
And we have, and remember, the Giants are the only team to beat the Cowboys this year.
Okay.
First game of the year.
Right.
Well,
Now,
those Cowboys-Giants games were Sunday night, right?
Yeah. So
well,
you.
no, the 425 is the first one.
okay.
Okay.
But the Cowboys Giants, this is a rivalry that hasn't been that relevant, but relevant in recent years. And
Who do you like,
and
baby?
this is interesting because you might want the Cowboys to win again because the Giants could hold the Redskins in the wild card race. But I honestly, both these teams coming off low scoring games, so expect it to be a little bit higher, but I'm just going to think it's going to be an under. And you know what? Somehow, some way, I think the Cowboys are going to have to lose eventually. So I'm going to go 24-23 Giants.
24, 23. G-Man, so that's going to be 47 points. So you're going 1 point underneath. Owen, got an over-under pick on this?
Yeah, and I've also got an interesting fact. So, Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott
Yeah.
went to high school in St. Louis,
Yeah.
and his entire time playing high school football didn't lose an away game.
Huh.
Then he went to college in Ohio State, and in his time there, he also didn't lose an away game.
And he hasn't
Now
lost
he's a
one
rookie
game
in
here.
the NFL, and the Cowboys are undefeated on the road this year, so he has never lost an away game in his life.
Okay.
And I think that streak's going to continue.
Mhm.
28-23 Cowboys. That's an over.
I think they're going to they might end up like this team.
I got to go over on this one, folks. I think the Cowboys have an excellent offense, and the Giants will keep pace with them because it's going to be a close game. But I think that the Cowboys will prevail. I'm going to say, if I was to pick a score, I would say something like 31-24 or something like that. So I'm going to take the over. All right, let's go to Jacob's picks. The Skins and Eagles, Jake. You want to talk about the Redskins?
was thinking about doing this as a marquee game, but the fact that the Eagles imploded last week against the lowly Bengals and the Skins lost, this isn't looking like a great divisional matchup, unfortunately. However, I would still like to know it is a big game still for both teams.
Yeah.
It's a must-win for both teams. If
Well, the Eagles
basically
are done.
whoever
The Eagles are done. What's their record?
5-7.
They're done.
The tough part about this game is the fact that it's in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And it's always sunny in Philadelphia, as you may know.
Okay. Go on.
Well, as long as I don't have a cheesesteak for this game, I'm good. It's good. I've noticed that the Redskins' defense has been bad
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah.
31 points the last 2 games.
And you know what? I think this is going to be one of the most exciting games for the Redskins all year. It might be the highest scoring one.
Yeah.
I still think the Redskins are going to give up a lot of points against these Eagles.
Yeah. Go on. What do you got?
But you know what? I have to go with the Redskins.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a risk. Roll the dice. I'm going to go 34-31 Redskins.
Okay. Skins. Oh, well, you have this game too, don't you?
Yeah, I've also got a narrow Redskins win, but I don't think it'll be that high scoring. I don't know, this week the Skins are talking about how they're on Code Red now.
Yeah.
Last year when they said they were on Code Red, they had the biggest comeback in franchise history
Yeah.
to beat the Bucks.
Yeah. We were at that day, weren't we?
But we won.
No? Oh my god, I can't remember where I am. Alright, go on.
So, I think they'll get this one on the road in a must-win against the Eagles, 22-19.
22-19. Skins.
22. How do you get to 22?
Bunch of field goals.
Well, 2-point conversion or something. Or,
Yeah.
That's a crazy number, 22. If it comes up 22 to 19, I'm taking you both out for steak dinner.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to eat those steaks. But of course I'm not invited. Anyway.
Bring some home.
Alright, so I'm pick I got the Broncos and the Tennessee Titans. I can't see why Tennessee is only a 1-point
Tennessee's
dog.
favorite.
Or Tennessee's favorite. I don't get that. You told me that the Broncos quarterback might be hurt. I gotta pick Broncos. I think that Tennessee's quarterback is Marcus Mariota, right?
Yeah. He's
I
not
have him on my fantasy team. I just think they're not. I just think the Broncos are going to be better. So I'm taking the Broncos on that game. I'll continue on. I got the Cardinals and the Dolphins. Dolphins have been playing well. Cardinals eked out a victory last week. Well, they won by 8 against the Redskins. It could have gone either way. I think that the Cards on the road are going to go cross country. I don't like it. Give me the Dolphins. Miami, big time. That's a too small a spread. Miami's going to win that game. All right. Owen, what's your next pick? Broncos and Tennessee.
Also saw the spread in that one. I knew I was going to pick it. So Broncos, I think, are definitely going to win against Tennessee. Tennessee's got a nice offense, but they still can't match up with the Broncos. So I'm going to take Denver 27-24.
Okay. Jacob, what's your second pick? Vikes and Jags.
You put that under my.
Okay, my fault. I apologize. Go ahead, I'll fix it. Go ahead, start talking, though.
So, if you remember closely early in the show, when I mentioned the Texans Colts, how it's a big game for the division.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking that the Texans are going to have the second biggest collapse of the season. What's the first? The Vikings. They're going to have the biggest collapse. They've imploded since 5-0. Imploded.
What's the record?
Well, now they're 6-6, and they've lost a lot of close games. And what I'm also realizing a lot about these collapses is that when teams get into these collapses, they will lose to really bad teams. And the
Okay.
Jaguars are better than 2-10. They've had a lot of close games against competitive teams. 5-point loss against Kansas City.
All right. So you think the Jags will win outright?
I think Jacksonville is going to win.
Okay.
An upset victory.
Okay, go on.
19-17 on a last-second field goal.
Okay. Jags.
You've been pretty high on Jacksonville all season. It has yet to pay off.
That's an interesting point, Owen. I kind of like the pick, Jacob, in terms of the point spread. That would be an under. I would take an under on that one. That's an interesting point. Just
I think that the Jaguars would get a win this weekend, an upset win.
Okay. Nonetheless, just for everybody out there watching us, look at to be an under.
You can remember the
That's an
Broncos
interesting
in
under.
2009 started 6-0,
Jacob,
down the middle of the way of the Redskins, who finished 4-12 that year, and we beat them in the collapse.
Okay.
So, that's a
Seattle
point.
versus Packers, Jacob.
This was the other game that I was almost thinking about being a marquee game.
All right. Whatever.
Very
Talk to me.
close. A really good game here. Green Bay seems to have a lot of momentum,
Yeah.
and Seattle coming off a crushing win against Carolina.
Yeah.
Reason why I didn't pick this as a marquee game is because I decided to go with the division games to just simplify it.
Okay.
But it's an intimidating matchup.
All right.
Russell Wilson's been really good in the pack, but in Seattle, not Green Bay.
Okay.
They're Green Bay, I have a feeling, they could win the rest of their games.
They gotta start this week.
It's a big game against Seattle. It's going to be hard.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want the Packers to win. It might hurt the Redskins again in the wild card
What's your
race.
pick?
But I'm going to say that the score here. What's the weather for Lambeau in the weekend? Is it supposed to be
Negative
snow?
a million degrees, probably 10 feet of snow.
By the way, it's gonna be a cold weekend here in DC, so I figure it's gonna be really cold in Green Bay.
They had snow
That-
last week during last week's game.
I think Seahawks. They can play in Minnesota in that weather, but not they. I think they can. The Packers, I think, or with the environment around them,
Give me the
I
pick.
think it's going to be 27-24 the Pack.
So that's Green Bay covering.
Yeah.
Okay. Owen, your next game is Falcons.
Falcons
at
traveling
Rams.
to LA. Falcons coming off a really tight, tough loss to the Chiefs. They're still a really good team. And
6-point favorites.
6-point favorites, but I think that's not enough. I think the Rams just can't match up to them. It'll be 24-14 Atlanta.
Well, the Rams haven't won a home game since September.
Yeah, the Rams. It seems as if the Rams are not interested. Their priorities are not. Their priorities seem to be monetary, not winning.
And
They're
low
around
scoring. And low scoring.
No,
They
I'm
score the
talking, I'm
least.
talking about their ownership trying to recover dollars from losses in the past.
Not only that, but their owner has also made a controversial decision in signing Jeff Fisher to the contract extension,
Well, that's-
which most fans
That's
are probably.
part of what I'm talking about, to tell you the truth. Steelers, -1.5 at the Bills.
It's a good game.
Buffalo, what was the score with Buffalo last week?
Buffalo blew a 24-9 lead and lost 38-24 at Oakland.
Okay, and the Steelers did well, right?
Steelers beat a good Giants team. Was at home. I actually kind of saw Steelers.
I think the
win.
Steelers are good.
28-14.
Thank you, Mark. I will take the Steelers. That's it for this week, fellas. We got some good picks here. I hope you watched. I hope you go with our picks this week, particularly mine. Thank you.
All right.
But stop.